Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, my name is Hussein Hassan, leadership coach. Today I'm seated with ABDINOOR Ali, an engineer who develops software for M-Lugha. I will leave him to introduce himself and introduce the mobile app.
As you said, my name is ABDINOOR Ali Mahdi. I'm the founder of M-Lugha app, a very revolutionary app that is making waves in EdTech space. I'm an education technologist, so the product we have is not only M-Lugha, we also develop e-learning platforms. And most recently, after the COVID pandemic, we introduced a remote learning solution where we are using content access point, and it helps learners access content while they're at home without gatherings or coming into contact to each other.
Okay. And M-Lugha.
Yes.
I want to know how that concept came into your mind and then you developed it.
First of all, sorry. 3 years back,
Yes.
I had okay, let's say 4 years back, I had no idea I would be in the education space. I was doing very well in the telecom industry. I was doing fiber optic networks field.
Okay.
And then I was working there for like 10 years.
Which area? Which part?
I was around the country.
Okay.
But this idea came when I was in Nakuru. I was head of maintenance.
Okay.
So the nature of the job was whenever there's a fiber fault, you get a call. So you're on standby. And whenever there's no fault, you can only do what's called preventive maintenance. You can just go around, check if there's any activity along the route, the fiber route. So it happened that there was not much activity going on back then. It was in 2014, 2015. So I happened to stay at home for like 5 months. Sorry, for 5 months. And then I asked myself, why am I not using this time at least to do something? And then initially I used to have this idea of, how can I help education? Because where we come from, as you're aware, the kind of challenges we have in terms of education, you find a whole school getting, ease, teachers running away from the region due to insecurities, poor performance, and then you see when you meet, students, sometimes he's a class 8 or he's a form 1, but he cannot even construct a single sentence. So basically, there was a lot of debate in my head, like what is wrong with our education system? And then there's this school in Habaswein, which had 70-something E's, and then it triggered, you are thinking like something must be done for this problem. So I said, let me look for a course that is going to help me gain at least some knowledge
in education.
In education.
Yeah.
My diploma was telecommunication engineering. My undergraduate was business IT. So now I want something in line with the technology still, but still in education sector. So I found this amazing course, which was new back then. It was called MSc ICT in Education and Instructional Design. Actually, we were the first lot. So let's say we were the first students, and we were only 80 in number. So I enrolled immediately. And then the coursework was 1 year, and then the project. And then we're done with the coursework, and then we were told for the project, everyone should come with a technology-based innovation. Or
that was when?
2016.
Okay.
We should come with an technology-based solution that can enhance learning. So some of my colleagues were coming with very complex things, like simulation and modeling. How do you simulate chemical reactions? How to, mental psychology. They were coming with so many things. And then I asked myself, before even go to simulation and modeling, we are struggling with the language.
Basic
things.
Yes.
And once you are not competent with the language, there's nothing you can write.
True, agreed.
You have the concept in your head, but how do you put it into writing? So language is the basis of academic success. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
Because in maybe primary, you can guess because it's multiple choice. You can get A, B, or C. But come to secondary, it's about writing down what you have in your head.
True.
If your grammar is poor, if your vocabulary is poor, if your fluency is poor, if your literacy is how do you write? And it's not that we are dumb or we are stupid or we are, we are academic dwarf, but we did not get the right tools, the right, materials. We did not get the right instructions. Because once you walk into a classroom for the first time, and the language of instruction is in English, you are from this village in Mandera or Garissa. The teacher,
you don't know where to start as a child.
As a child.
Yes.
The teacher comes from Central or Rift Valley or Western. Can you bring all this kind together? It also increases the marginalization we are talking about and inequality.
Okay. Let's move a bit quickly.
Yes.
Fast forward, you've created the app.
Yes.
You've identified the need.
Yeah.
You have created the app.
Yes.
It's called M-Lugha.
Yes.
Where are we as we speak?
Okay. So that's when I came up with the M-Lugha. I said, let me translate the ECD content into mother tongue. And back then I had no idea the new CBC curriculum supports the use of indigenous languages. So in the line of doing research, an article popped up like the UCBC supports use of mother tongue. And I'm told even the language policy existed since 1970 something, but no one implemented.
Yes. Very few people are aware.
Are very aware, but it is there.
Yeah.
But this new curriculum brought back the aspect of using mother tongue in the classroom. And then, fast forward, I graduated with a master's in education technology. And then I had to do away with the telecommunication and other things, now focus fully on education. So now, M-Lugha, I started doing business with it in 2019, early 2019. After I finished the whole, the app, and I did it for 20 languages, Kenyan languages, especially targeting the most remote and pastoral communities. So, as a procedure, you have to take it to KICD for approval. These guys gave me 2 million shillings to approve the content I have.
You have to produce 2 million.
Give us 2 million, we give you a license.
Okay.
And then I said, I don't have that money. It's a startup. I'm just from unemployment. How can I get that? How can I raise that amount? They said, you have to raise it because those people who curate the content don't work for KICD and they don't get a budget. I don't know how far that is true. So that was the first, roadblock to success of the M-Lugha. But regardless, I was making a lot of noise. For example, M-Lugha was one of the best 100 startups in Istanbul in 2019 October.
You were invited to go there?
Yeah, we went to Istanbul and pitched. Okay. Out of 160,000 applications worldwide, M-Lugha was the best 100. And you only have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to pitch in front of an investor. You have to master the art of pitching. Yeah. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. You have to talk about everything. The product, the problem you're solving, the solution, the market research, your competitors and your team and everything. So that's one of the achievements. We were best 100 startups. And then early this year, we also went to Rwanda, Kigali, as best 11 startups in Africa, the whole of Africa. So it's an annual event, African event. It's called Africa Tech Summit.
Okay.
We were the best 11. And interestingly, it was the only startup that was an edtech. The rest were in fintech and agribusiness. So those are the most notable achievement. And also, like last month, I was voted, given World Literacy Ambassador Foundation as an ambassador for 2020. So right now, they're giving me a course on how to advocate for literacy in Kenya and also fundraise wherever necessary.
Okay. Now, on the way forward, is it kind of a business model you are looking at it, or you are looking at it as, an aid to education? Who is going to fund it?
Okay. First of all, there's nothing that is done without having money. The money in your mind. True. Everything is based on money because bills has to be paid. True. And M-Lugha basically is a social enterprise. And we are here to make money, at the same time help the young. Although the uptake has been very slow due to the technophobic nature of our leaders and also our teachers and also the stakeholders in our education. Most of them don't even see, they don't see the importance of M-Lugha, basically, because most of them are still in analog eras. So, but it's a business making, and we have so many revenue streams, one of them being partnership with the county government, because ECD is devolved, The other one is we also uploading M-Lugha content into tablet. So we are selling the tablets. So we are selling the software and hardware as a package. The other one is downloads. People are downloading. The apps are in Play Store, and the people are downloading. The other aspect where I'm looking at is the diaspora people and the urban dwellers, because M-Lugha also promotes social, promotes culture and also preserving language. So most of the urban dwellers and the diaspora people, they will tell you like our children cannot even say hi in their own language.
Their language, yes.
So most of them want to download the app so that the children can at least get the basics in their own mother tongue.
And according to many entrepreneurs, they have experienced challenges in Kenya as a country where it is difficult to do business.
Absolutely.
How far is that true? What is your experience?
100%. I concur with them 100%. Kenya is not a very nice place for startups.
Business-friendly place.
Business-friendly, especially if anything has to do with the government, especially for approval. Right now, if I had nothing to do with approvals, I could have made a lot of money. But because you have to go through the government for the approval processes, which means you will encounter a lot of
hurdles.
A lot of hurdles. But if you have nothing to do with the government, otherwise it's just your own effort and you do marketing. But you know, also in the funny enough, in the government, we have so many bodies that are doing the same thing, which means they are duplicating the task, their roles. You might find one body, let's say water body, having so many other similar bodies. So everyone wants them. Through them. You get license from this guy, and then you are told from this guy.
Go to that
next
body
guy
again.
So you see, there's a lot of bureaucracy by the government. So in generally,
yes,
it needs a lot of patience. It needs a lot of hard work. It needs a lot of knocking a lot of doors for you to penetrate. But
not to get tired.
Yes, but it's a very hard place to do business.
Okay, I'm thinking, this app, and to use it, the way I'm thinking is you need data. And considering the fact that most of pastoralist areas are not connected.
Absolutely.
Is that a challenge?
Absolutely. And the app is offline. First, for your information,
okay,
you don't need internet to access it.
Yes.
But you need the initial stage of downloading it, you might need it. But to access it and to use it, you don't need internet. It's an offline app. And that's why what I was saying is we are putting them installing them in a gadget, in a tablet. So we give out the tablet plus software, which means you don't need internet to access it.
Okay, the tablet plus the software, how much does it cost?
And basically, it depends with the price of the specifications.
Okay.
Also depends on the kind of tablet you're using, and depends with the procurement of the tablet. Because the tablet is not mine, but the app is mine.
Okay.
So it depends basically with the procurement of the tablet. If I get a cheap tablet, of which I stopped selling, because there's this Chinese gadget I've been using.
Okay.
And after almost 10 to 20 sales, I was checking the reviews and they were not quite promising.
They're not very good.
So I had to stop it. So like for 1 year right now, I did not sell. People asking me, where are the tablets? I told them I don't want to do, when you want to fix it, you fix it right the first time. If people are, you hit the market with the wrong products, my friend, to convince them back, to tell them that right now I'm doing something quality,
yes,
it's a challenge.
It will take some
So
time.
I have taken the feedback positively and I stopped selling it unless I get quality tablets. So it depends with how much I'm getting on that tablet.
The cost of the tablet.
And then from there I can decide. But right now I can tell you for free. But I don't know the price.
Okay.
But for Play Store, it's 500 shillings, $5 to download.
$5.
$5.
So that means
the app is 500.
A tablet that costs 15,000.
Yes.
Plus the download fees.
Yes.
I'm good to go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You can come with your tablet, go to Play Store, download. It's 500 shillings.
500. For 1 year, or is it renewable, or is one time?
It's one time.
One time. Okay. That's very good. Thank you very much, and ABDINOOR Ali.